Hi everyone, welcome to Pearl's Kitchen. Okay, today I'm going to show you how to make Anglo-Indian stuffed snake gourd curry. Don't worry, it's not a snake. I'm not into cooking snakes. I'll show you why I'm saying snake. It's an Indian vegetable and it looks like a snake, especially when you see them growing in India, all hanging. They're all in different shapes and sizes and they all look like snakes. So the good thing about this vegetable is that it's full of nutrients, minerals and vitamins. And it's very, very good for hair and for your skin. And in Hindi they call this chichinda. So the ingredients that we need for this chichinda curry is, in the pot I've got a ladle spoonful of oil already ready there. And here I've got 2 onions that's chopped. And I've got 10 peppercorns, 6 cloves, and I've got 3 small cinnamon sticks. And here I've got a sorry looking curry leaves because it's come out from the freezer, so it's changed its color. So I've got 2 stalks of that, and I've got 4 chopped tomatoes that I chopped and put it in the mixie and made it into a pulp. So that's fresh tomatoes, 4 tomatoes. And here I've got half an onion finely chopped, and I've got 2 green chilies finely chopped. You could use 1 if you don't want it too hot. I've got half an inch of ginger grated, 1/4 teaspoon of garam masala, and I've got a little bit of coriander that's also finely chopped. And I'm making it with chicken mince, but I grew up eating it with beef mince. It comes tasty with either of them. My family here in the UK just love chicken, so I make it with chicken mince. And for the masalas here, I've got 1 teaspoon of jeera seeds, and that's cumin. I've got half a teaspoon of turmeric, that's haldi. I've got 1/4 teaspoon of garam masala. I've got 1 teaspoon of chili powder. Why I'm putting less? Because there's green chilies going into the mince. And I've got 2 teaspoons of dhaniya powder, that's coriander powder. And I've got half an onion that'll go in the masala. I've got 1.5 inch ginger, and I've got 7 large cloves of garlic. And we'll need salt, obviously we'll need the vegetable, we'll need water. So these are the ingredients that we need. And so let's make some chichinda curry. Okay, you see my oil is already hot now. So the first thing what we're going to do is you take all the 3 garam masalas and put that in the oil. That's it, and few seconds later you add the onions to it. And give the onions a stir. So now what you do is you wait for the onions to get brown. So while the onions are browning, what you need to do is take all this masala that's on this plate and you put it in the mixie and add 2 or 3 tablespoons of water in it and put it in the grinder and make it into paste. You see my onions are nice and brown now. So now what you do is you add these the curry leaves, that's the 2 stalks, that's curry leaves, and just fry it for a few seconds, and then you add the masala. That's the masala, it's already ground, that's what it should look like. And you add all that in there. And then add little water in here. And what you do is now you can put the flame a bit on medium, and now you keep frying the masalas for 6 to 7 minutes. Keep adding water if it needs and keep stirring it from time to time. This dish goes very, very well with coconut yellow rice, which I've showed you before, but I'm also making it today. So once the curry is already cooking, then we'll make the coconut rice as well. You can see my masalas has had it 7 minutes, 6 to 7 minutes. It's not sticking anymore. So now what we do is we add this fresh tomato pulp that I made in the mixie. Add that in it, and then we add some salt. Salt to taste, like a teaspoon. And now what you do is you brown the tomatoes and the masala for, keep browning the tomato and the masala for another 7 to 8 minutes on medium flame. Okay, keep stirring it. So while the masalas are browning, I'll show you how to cut the chicinda. So now, like I said, that these vegetables are full of nutrients, so we don't need to peel them with a potato peeler. We just need to scrape them. Okay, just gently scrape them. Because if you peel them, then you're throwing away half the goodness. I'll show you one, and then the other one you can do. So, and then what you do is, when you scraped it, just top and tail it, chop both the ends out, and then you just cut them. You can do them inch size or 2 inches, like I'm doing it like my mom used to do it. And then what you do is, it's got seeds inside. Now we don't need the seeds, so you just take a teaspoon and take out all the seeds, because that if you eat the seeds, too much of that would make you ill actually. Okay, so that's how it should look like. Okay, so now you can make them smaller if you want, or this size. So now carry on doing all the chicinda in this way. Okay, see, now the tomato is also nicely fried with the masala. It's had its 8 minutes. And now what we do is put the gas off, and you bring that here. So now we're going to assemble the mince. Okay, like I said, you could use beef mince or chicken mince. Mine is half a kilo. I think I forgot to tell you how much it was. Half a kilo of mince. So now what you do is take a tablespoon and just take a tablespoon of masala, 2 of them, and you mix it in the mince. Okay, so that's the masala. So it gives a little bit of flavor of the masalas. And now we need to mix all these ingredients in here. That's the half a chopped onion, and the 2 green chilies, half inch of grated ginger, 1/4 teaspoon of garam masala, and the coriander. And then you've got to get your hands dirty now. Not to forget the salt. So put like half a teaspoon of salt, or salt to taste. And mix all this. You could try this with lamb mince as well. I've tried them with all kinds of mince. It's really, really nice with all kinds of meats. Okay, so once you've mixed all that in the mince, now it's time to stuff the chicindas. Some people call it chicindas, some people call it chicheras, so maybe it's got both names. Okay, so you just take each tube. Now put your hand there, so when you put the mince, it stays in there. So that's one done, and take another one. Again, you can do it with a spoon if you don't want to do it with your hand. Keep stuffing it, that's why it's called stuffed chicindas. all stays in there then. Now carry on doing all of these till all your tubes are stuffed with the chicken mince. As you can see, my chichindas are nicely stuffed. So when you finish doing that, if you have any mince left over like I have, so either you could use extra vegetables, the chichindas, or if you've only got 2 like I had, then what you do is just because now you need to bind this, so in this you can either put like a teaspoon and a bit of gram flour, and if you don't have gram flour, then just use a beaten egg. Okay, so now what you do is just mix this. Mix the gram flour in it so it like binds it, and then take some oil in the palm of your hands, and then just make them into round balls and just keep them separate until you finished all the mince. Okay, you can see now I've used up all the mince and made them into nice round balls. So now we need to make the curry sauce again. So now the masalas that were in the pot, now put that on again, give it a little mix, and now we're going to add water in here. Okay, so I'll gradually add, because then I'll see how much gravy we need. In here I've got 2 mugfuls of water, that's 500 mils, and we'll see how much. We might use them all. Keep adding water and keep stirring. Might need more actually. Okay, definitely use the 500 mils. And put the gas up high now, because we need the water to come to a boil. Yeah, because the chichindas need to cook as well. So I've got 2 mugfuls in there, 500 mils, and another mugful in here. So 3 mugfuls of water have gone in here. So now what you do is you give it a little stir, and now wait for the water to come to a boil. You can see now my water's come to a boil. As soon as your water comes to a boil, what we do is you put it on medium, but let the water keep boiling. It needs to be on a rolling boil, and now you start adding these. Okay, don't let the water stop boiling. Add all these chichindas in here. That's why we needed the extra water, so it all needs to cook in there. And then give it a stir. I'm going to put it up again because the water's cooled down and stopped boiling. You need the water to keep boiling. Okay, and then as soon as the water starts boiling again, you drop all these minced balls in there. And now don't stir this too much. Now what you do is put the lid on and keep it on a rolling boil, and now let all this cook for 25 to 30 minutes. You can see that's bubbling away on a rolling boil. Smells lovely. And while that's cooking, I'll show you how to make the coconut yellow rice. I did make it once before, and I'm making it again now with this one. In here I've got 4 tablespoons of ghee. I make it with ghee. You could make it with oil if you want, but ghee, it comes nice. And in here I've got 3 cinnamon sticks, around 10 cloves, and I've got 6 green cardamom, which you just pop open. I've already popped them all. In here I've got 1.5 teaspoons of turmeric, that's haldi. We'll need salt, and I've got one large sliced onion. And in here I've got 2 cups of basmati rice that I've washed 4 or 5 times till the water ran clear, and it's been soaking for last half an hour. And in here we want, in all the measurements should be 3.5 mugfuls. Okay, so for the stock to go in. So first you measure the coconut milk. So this full can I put in there. I measured it in the mug, and then top the rest up with water till you reach 3.5 mugs. So now first thing what you do is you put the gas on. My ghee should be getting hot, and now what you do is in there, as soon as your ghee gets hot, you put all the garam masala in there. As soon as it starts popping, you put the onions. Now you need to fry the onions only for a short time. You don't want it to get golden brown or brown. It just needs to sweat a bit, and then we'll see. My onions is nice. It's had like 2 or 3 minutes, and that's how you just need to sweat it a bit. And I've drained the rice now. So what we do is add the rice in here. Give the rice a bit of a stir. And then you need to add salt, at least 2 teaspoons of salt. And then you add all the turmeric. That's why it's called coconut yellow rice. You need a little extra turmeric in it. This rice is very healthy because coconut's healthy and turmeric is very healthy. So you just fry this for a minute or 2. Now it's had its frying for 2 minutes. So now what we need to do is you add this. And now give it a stir. You can see nice lovely yellow color, and you can smell all the coconut and the cardamom, and that really makes it so tasty. Now what you do is now you wait till this comes to a boil, and then we'll put it on the dum. You can see now the rice water started to come to a boil. So as soon as it starts to boil, you need to start putting this kitchen foil. And then put the lid and put it right down. And then, like I always say with my fried rice, I always use this. So that stops the direct heat going onto the pot, and my back burner is a bit slower, so we need a very slow burner for this. So I'm going to put this off, and I'm going to put this on the back burner, on the dum, right down. And now you don't touch this rice for half an hour. There, my chichinder curry has had its half an hour. See, and the best way to tell, if you think, you just put the knife into the green vegetable. It's like a marrow actually. So yeah, and it's, see, you can tell that it's nice and tender now. So what you do is you put this off, and then you put some coriander. Put half the coriander and give it a stir. And then put the rest of the coriander. And now, like I always say, let the curry rest now, because we still need to wait for the coconut rice to get done, and then we'll dish up. Okay, my curry is rested and my rice has had its half an hour. So let's look at the rice. Wow, look at that. Let me put the gas off now, and you can take a fork and see, just fluff up the rice. It's steaming hot, and the gas is off, and now we can dish it up. So wow. can smell the coconut and the saffron, the turmeric. Really nice. And then you can either put the curry on top of that or put a bowl next to it, and then we serve the chicinda curry. And put some sauce. Put another extra, and there you go. You put that on the bowl, and then take some coriander and garnish your stuffed curry. You can see the lovely green vegetable. Like I said to you, it's really, really tasty, and it's very healthy as well. This full meal is actually very healthy. So I hope you all like this dish, this Anglo-Indian snake gourd curry, stuffed snake gourd curry, and you can try it with any mince. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and to put your comments below, and you go and enjoy this like I'm going to enjoy this, and I shall see you next week with some more delicious cooking.